Hello and welcome to this practice today. I'd like to start by acknowledging the land that I am on, which is the land of the Ramaytush Ohlone First Peoples. They are the original inhabitants of this land, and I am a guest here. And I acknowledge their rights as sovereign First Peoples of this country. I also want to give acknowledgement to the spiritual lineage of yoga, which traces its roots back to the Indian subcontinent. And I'm grateful for my teachers and their teachers and all the teachers who preceded them for thousands of years that taught these practices and made them available to us today. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position, and you can grab a block and anything just to elevate the hips a little bit above or at least level with the knees. This releases pressure on the hips and allows you to sit in a comfortable, your comfortable cross-legged seated position. We'll be here for a few minutes as we practice pranayama. So pranayama is breath work, and it is a regulation of our life force energy. So to properly access that, we need a comfortable upright seated posture. So root the sitting bones down and find space in between each vertebrae, lifting and extending from the lumbar spine to the thoracic spine to the cervical spine, and visualize an invisible thread in the center of your head, lifting the crown of the head towards the sky or the ceiling. When you're ready, I invite you to close the eyes or soften the gaze. And just to note that everything that I'm going to offer today is optional. So like any invitation, you should feel free to take it or pass. This is your practice and your body. And so do what is comfortable for you. And no judgment, this is just the way your body is today. And use it as an opportunity to find awareness of the experience and what it arises within you, and notice it. No judgment, no commentary, just being with what is. So when you're ready again, feel free to close the eyes or soften the gaze. We'll move through each of the bandhas, which are energy binds or energy locks, and there's 3 of them, and we'll correlate that with the breath. So the first is Mula Bandha. So this is activating the pelvic floor or otherwise squeezing the sphincter. So you can go ahead and practice this now. Just bring awareness to Mula Bandha. The next is Uddiyana Bandha. And Uddiyana Bandha is bringing the belly button in and up. So it's a very active activation. It's not just strengthening of the core, it's belly button in and up. Next is Jalandhara Bandha. And Jalandhara Bandha is bowing the head forward, but avoiding pancake face. You want to find extension in the cervical spine. So let's just practice really quickly before we introduce the breath component. So activate the pelvic floor, belly button in and up, bow the head forward. And let it all go. Let's do that one more time. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. All right, now we're going to conscientiously activate the breath in conjunction with activating the bandhas. And if you'd like, you can bring the palms into Dhyana Mudra. So placing one palm on top of the other and bringing the thumbs together and resting them gently into your lap. Notice the breath naturally flowing in and out. The chest rising and falling. Take a big breath in now. Activate the pelvic floor. Belly button in towards the spine. Bow the head forward, slowly exhale. Lift the head, relax it all. Big breath in. And slowly exhale, activate the pelvic floor. Belly button towards the spine, lift it up, bow the head forward. Relax and lift the head. Big breath in. Exhale slowly and with control. Activate the pelvic floor. Belly button towards the spine and up. Bow the head forward. Slowly exhale it all out. And relax. Lift the head. Big breath in. Slowly exhale. Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha. Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale it all out. Relax. Big breath in. Lift the head. We'll do this 3 more times now. Slow and controlled. Exhale the breath. Activate the pelvic floor. Belly button towards the spine. Bow the head forward, extending the back of the neck. And visualize pouring yourself into the palm of your hand. Inhale, relax, lift the head up, big breath in. 2 more times. Exhale, slow and control. Activate the pelvic floor. Belly button in and up. Bow the head forward. Or in. Lift the head, relax, inhale it up. And the last one, slow and control. Activate the pelvic floor and hold. Belly button towards the spine and up, hold. Bow the head forward, hold. Exhale it out. Relax, lift the head, and resume your everyday breathing. Noticing if there's any more subtle awareness that this breath work has been able to allow you to access. And just remembering that at any time during the day, not just during our practice, we're able to slow it down, use our breath and awareness to down regulate. We move through the world almost hypervigilant all the time due to stress from work or life, family, and just being activated all the time, stimulated all the time is taxing on your nervous system. So practicing down regulation through all forms of yoga is like a gift to yourself. When you're ready, slowly bring the gaze back into focus, flutter the eyes open, and we'll move into an asana or physical form practice. So let's start in Tadasana or mountain pose. So stand with your feet together, big toes touching if that's accessible for you, or slightly apart. Again, your body, your practice. And root down in all 4 corners of the feet of each foot. Lift the kneecaps up. You can see how I'm activating my quadricep muscles, belly button towards the spine, and relax the shoulders, palms gently open up naturally, slightly angled to the front. Remember the quadriceps, and find your breath here. If I were to come up to you and stick my finger on you, you would actually not move very much because you're so strong and rooted and connected into the ground. Inhale the hands up. And then exhale, hinge from the hips and bow forward into your first forward fold. And let the hands fall wherever they may. You can grab blocks if they're nearby. And find a compression in the hips. Inhale, hands on the shins. Come up halfway. And then exhale, fold again. Inhale, slowly roll on up. Hands above the head, and then come to the tiptoes in a gentle balancing act. And it might not be accessible the first time, fall out of it. It's all good. Try one more time. Inhale, come up onto the big toes, onto all toes, and exhale it down, Tadasana. Let's spread the feet wide and slightly wider than hips width. Point the feet out into 45-degree angle and begin to enter your goddess pose. So here, imagine that you're opening a jar with your feet. So the heels are going to come forward and the balls of the feet are going to come backward. So this activates the arches of the feet, and this allows just a strong base, creating stability. And the knees are tracking over the second toes. And here you can bring the hands up into cactus arms, and you can bring the thumb and the index finger together. Inhale. Exhale, belly button towards the spine. Sink 1 centimeter lower. Inhale, come on up. Let's do that a couple more times. So inhale, begin to settle down. Open the jar with the feet, activating the inner arch, belly button towards the spine, cactus arms, and breathe. Inhale, come on up. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale, goddess pose. Find your breath. Inhale it up. Nice job. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale, settle it down. And this time, keep your hands on around your knees, just above the knees, and press into the right hand and drop the right shoulder forward, getting a gentle twist, a twist from the heart. And remember to root the feet. Keep opening that jar. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Let's do the other side. Drop the left shoulder forward, twist the heart open to the right. Root in the feet, and find the breath. Really good job. Come back to center. Let's come out of this posture. Pretty intense. Really good job, everybody. We're going to do it one more time and add another variation. So goddess pose one more time. Sink into it. And this time, we're going to come into warrior two just by extending the right leg and rotating the ankle and extending the arms in either direction. So a right angle in the left leg. Imagine you're pressing down on blocks with your arms. Get a little bit of tension there. The right leg is straight and strong. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to come back into goddess pose. So the right leg is going to rotate inwards again and bring the hands together in prayer position. And on the exhale, warrior two on the other side. So extend the arms, rotate the left leg out, right angle in the right front leg. The left leg is straight and strong. And breathe. Belly button towards the spine, reaching with both fingertips, and imagine you're pressing blocks underneath both extended hands. And on the exhale, goddess pose, and bring the hands together in prayer position. Nice. Inhale, warrior two to the left side. And exhale, bring it back into your goddess pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, goddess. You get the hang of it now. Coordinate the breath with the movement. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, goddess. I love this combination of warrior pose and goddess pose. I feel like this is a really great antidote to toxic masculinity, just challenging the status quo and recognizing the divine feminine within all of us. Last one. Open up to the right or the left, wherever you ended up. And come back together. One last goddess pose. Nice job. Inhale it up. Woo. Give a little pat on your legs. Give them a little bit of gratitude for that really good work that we did. Let's come down now into Malasana or yogi squat. And so I just want to be aware that if you have a little bit of working with some tightness in the ankles, this might be a difficult posture to come into. So you can grab a blanket or pillows and you can put it underneath the ankles if this is a little bit too deep of a posture. So make it accessible for you. Inhale, open up the heart, bring the elbows to the inside of the legs, and let's find our breath here. Set the right hand down and bring the left hand up and open. And breathe here. Lay the head back gently. And optional, you can bring the left hand down and wrap the right hand behind you into a bind, or you can just stay with the open posture. Yogi's choice, inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And let's do the other side. Left hand down, right hand up. And you might notice a little bit difference in openness on either side, and it's just something to be aware of. Rooting into the feet, kind of putting your weight into the shins, so not falling backwards, a little bit more weight falling forwards, and optional again, come into the bind. And breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Here we'll drop our squat forward. So just let the hands fall forward. And wherever the forearms come to is where they're meant to be. If you want to grab a block and set the hands on a block to make this a little more accessible, please feel free to do that. But relax into this posture. Inhale, the more active version of yogi squat. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale up. And exhale, fall forward. And go ahead and come onto your bottom and spread the legs wide, pancake pose. So here you'll have the feet and the toes and the knees all facing towards the sky. Give me the peace fingers, set them down, and then use these to just crawl forward and the torso falls along. Inhale and exhale it out. Again, if you want to grab a block underneath the elbows, please go ahead and do that. Maybe 2 blocks. This is a real active posture in actuality, and really just gets into some of the tight parts in the hamstring. Just giving it a little bit of love, a little bit of awareness at this moment. Inhale, come on up. Really good job. Extend the right foot long in front of you and bring the sole of the left foot into the mat. And orient the torso towards the right foot. Give me the peace fingers, set them down, and then crawl it forward. Wherever it goes today is where it's meant to be. No judgment, no commentary, just letting yourself be in the passenger seat for once. Inhale, flex the toes, reach the crown of the head towards the toes. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. We're doing a lot of work getting into the big muscle groups of the legs today. And in this area, it's very common to hold a lot of emotions. So just notice what it feels like to witness them and maybe even let them go. With the breath, inhale, exhale, let go. Worry, fear, doubt, let it go. Come on up and just switch the position of the feet. Left leg long in front of you, sole of the right foot into the inner left thigh. Orient the torso over the left leg. Give me the peace fingers, set them down, crawl forward. Hands go wherever they may. See if you can find deep flexion in the hip. And we're not trying to bring the forehead to the leg. We're trying to actually bring the chin as close as we can. So this prevents an over rounding of the back. So inhale, close the eyes if you wish, or soften the gaze. Flex the toes towards you, crown of the head reaches, and exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale. Again, letting go of anything that does not serve us. Anxiety, sorrow, anger. Inhale, come on up. And let's bring the feet together. Bring the soles of the feet together, and the pinky side edge of the feet are pressing into each other. You can use the hands to kind of open the feet like a book and sit up straight and tall. And one tip I'd like to offer is thinking about the hip structure. This is flat. This is an anterior tilt, where the front of the hip is below the back part of the hip. This is a posterior tilt to the hips. This is an anterior tilt. So in this seated posture, and if you want to sit on a block to actually access it a little bit more, you can do that. So imagine like the hip structure tilting forward. And this just gives you a little bit more access into this pose. So hands in prayer position in front of the heart. Exhale, bow it forward, pressing the feet together. And again, the forearms may come wherever they come, relaxing forward. Inhale, come on up. And find, here I am moving the block out so I can get a little bit more sense of balance. Peace sign fingers across, grabbing the big toes. And here on the inhale, extend the right leg long. And see how far you can get today. If you want to use a strap as an alternate, you can go ahead and grab the strap and wrap it around the right foot. Inhale, exhale, set it down. We're going to do the left side now. So keep the right leg down and extend the left leg long. Go ahead, optionally, you can use a strap. And exhale it down. Let's do it one more time. So you know it's coming now. So you can use the strap. Inhale, right side. Extend it long. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, left side. And exhale, set it down. Now we're going to put them both together. So find your balance here. And again, this is going to be challenging, but let's give it a try. You might not be able to use the strap unless you have two straps to try it. So just do the best you can here. Inhale and lift them both up. Find the breath. And exhale, set it down. Really, really good job. I know that was really hard. Thanks for trying. And extend both feet long in front of you. Again, find that anterior tilt. So I'm just going to scoot my self backwards so that I can find that forward tilt of the hip structure. Peace fingers up. Exhale, set it down. And crawl forward. Deep flexion in the hips. And let the torso fall wherever it falls today. Flex the feet. Press the back of the thighs into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen the forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Really good job. Inhale, come on up. And slide yourself all the way down. We'll come into Shavasana, our final resting pose. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing, which is activate every muscle of the body. So lift the feet up, raise the hands overhead, clench them into the fists, squeeze the toes, lift the head, contract the core, bulge the eyeballs, stick out the tongue, exhale it out, lion's breath. And then set it all down. Hands by the side, palms facing up, the feet splay open. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the head can rest on the mat. And find the breath. Return to the natural, everyday breath.
Yogis, we will remain in this resting pose for the remainder of the video, which is about 2 minutes. With each breath, coming into a deeper state of relaxation, calming the nervous system, integrating your practice today. If a thought enters the mind, notice it and just let it go. Receive the benefits of your practice today.